Blessed be y'all, this is Jen Fremont. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about ethnicity, about guilt, about programming, the way we've been programmed in this world. I grew up originally in New Mexico. For those of you who are outside of the United States, this is a state, a desert state in the United States. A lot of the population is Indians. And I use that word Indians because that's what they call themselves a lot. The last few years I've tried to be the politically correct thing of Native American, but that's not what they call themselves. They either call themselves by their tribal name or they call themselves Indians in general. So that's what I'm going with. I myself am Choctaw and Cherokee. Those would be considered, they consider themselves Indians. But they were people that immigrated to this continent way before Columbus ever thought of coming over here from Europe. They were Celts. Their languages are derived from Gaelic. If you can understand Gaelic, you can understand Choctaw and Cherokee. My name means something in Gaelic and the same thing in those languages. I've been talking a lot in my videos about ancestors, about connecting with the ancestors. I've been on a quest to answer the question of who am I? And after I have gotten past the thing of, most people identify as whatever work they do, whatever their relationships are, whatever their family is. Those are the main things that most people identify themselves as. Their accomplishments, things like that. But you strip away all that, and those are the outer things. Those are the outer things. And those things are not the true self. Those are just constructs that we put together to try to put a label on ourselves. I dislike labels a lot. I really do. I've told this story before that when I started in magic, everybody would ask me, what path am I and all this stuff, and so I had to go out and pick something, and I picked chaos magic. I didn't know a whole lot about it. I just knew that it took from a lot of different traditions and put them together in new ways and things like that. And it wasn't until much later on that I really got to study in depth what chaos magic was about, and come to find out that yes, I was practicing that all along, and I'm still practicing that. I've been listening to a lot of Red Ice Radio. It is a English language program out of Sweden. They talk a lot about the immigration that is happening in Europe in general, Sweden specifically, and how the white Europeans are not allowed to say anything about this. There's hate speech laws. You can basically be jailed for saying anything against anybody who's not white. In the United States, we have been made to feel guilty about slavery. There's a lot of things that you can find about slavery. Yes, people own slaves in the United States, but nobody alive today legally owns a slave. I can't say that there aren't slaves today in the United States, especially in the sex trade. They still exist today, but it's not legal. The United States was the ones that pushed to have slavery abolished, and we are still punished for that. Germany is made to feel guilty about what happened in World War II, when 99% of the population that's there now was not alive, or probably 90%, let's put it that way, was not even alive when that war happened. They were not people who were exterminating the Jews. Other countries such as England and France and Holland have been made to feel guilty for colonizing other places. Yes, they probably did bad things, but there again, the people that live there now did not do those things. But they're made to feel guilty. They're supposed to pay the price forever for what their forefathers did. There are some groups that you can't criticize. If you criticize them, you'll be called a racist and other derogatory things. I would urge you to take a listen to or watch some of the videos and stuff like that on places like Red Ice Radio. Another one that I like, although they have kind of a Christian bent that annoys me sometimes, is Caravan to Midnight. And that's Caravan T-O Midnight. Somebody else put up another site that's just stupid. I think they got that taken down, but the guy's name is John B. Wells. Talks about a lot of geopolitics and things like that. I tend to ignore the stuff about Bible prophecy and that sort of stuff. He still gets wrapped up in that sometimes, and it kind of annoys me, but other than that, he's got some good stuff on there. I would love to find some other alternative media. I don't know any other languages, so but I would love to find some other alternative media that are from other places in the world, that's in English. Things from South America, things from Africa would be nice, even Asia. Alternative media that could shine a light on what's really going on there, because the media, the 6 o'clock news, they don't tell you jack. It's all propaganda, and I can't stand listening to it. I can't stand listening to regular broadcast talk radio anymore. I used to listen to that a long time ago. When it was 10 years ago, people on there were telling a lot of truth and stuff, but it has morphed into a conservative version of the same garbage that you get on the quote mainstream media. And I can't stomach it anymore. It's the same garbage, and I just can't stomach it anymore. I can't really watch TV. I go to places like the doctor's office, or I don't go to doctors, but like the car repair place, they got a TV in there that's droning on and on. And I'm like, oh my God, shut that crap off. Because it's just screaming junk at you all the time. I'm glad I tuned out of TV. I have not watched TV since it went digital. I made the conscious choice not to get a converter box, because I didn't want that crap to be in my brain. But I think I will wind things up with that. Those are some things for you to think about. And I am not pointing any fingers. I am not mentioning a lot of things by name, because there's layers and layers of programming in my own head that I'm still dealing with. I can't really articulate in a meaningful way, and I also feel like if I just tell people these things without them going to find them for themselves, I am short-circuiting their ability to get around the programming. Because if I had heard these things 10 years ago, I would have discounted them out of hand. It's only in the last few years that I've started hearing people that are actually articulating what was buried in my head for a long time, observations that I had made about things and stuff like that. And there's another picture emerging. So I'm still working on it. I'm going to end this video with that. I think I will probably continue on another video, but I try to keep these short so that you can take bite-sized pieces of it. Thank you for watching, and blessed be y'all. This is Jen Fremont.